Your legs are dying. Slowly, quietly, every day you sit, by the time you notice, it's almost too late. This isn't an exaggeration. For sedentary American seniors, the reality is brutal. By age 75, you can lose 30 to 40% of your leg strength. Weak legs aren't just an inconvenience. They are the beginning of the end. The end of being able to stand on your own, to walk on your own, to live independently. If you're like many seniors, you're sitting for over 12 hours a day. Right now, as you sit watching this, your leg muscles are atrophying. This isn't about getting fit or building a beach body. This is about survival. Today, I'm going to show you 4 progressive exercises you can do at home using items you already have. We start with something anyone can do and build up to where you need to be to stay independent. These exercises rebuild what years of sitting have destroyed. But let me be clear. If you don't start now, the day will come when someone else decides you can no longer live alone. That decision will be made for you. Before we start, I want you to do something. Be honest. Comment below. Can you stand up from a chair right now without using your hands? Your answer is your starting line. So, why are weak legs so dangerous? It's a cascade of decline. It starts small, your legs get weak, and suddenly you can't push yourself up from the toilet. Now you need help bathing. Your legs get weaker, and you can't climb the stairs. Now you're trapped on one floor of your own home. Then you can't even walk to the mailbox. You become isolated. The worst-case scenario, you stumble, and because your legs aren't strong enough to catch you, you fall. A fall leads to a hip fracture, and a hip fracture often leads straight to a nursing home. This is the American sedentary reality. We drive everywhere, so our legs never have to work. We relax in recliners, letting our leg muscles waste away. We actively avoid stairs and use motorized carts at the store. We are teaching our legs to give up completely. The statistics are terrifying. 50% of seniors over 80 can't walk a single block. 30% can't stand from a chair without help. Once you lose your leg strength, you lose everything, and it happens fast. After age 60, muscle loss accelerates, losing 3 to 5% per year if you're sedentary. By 75, that's up to 40% of your strength gone. The decline is slow and unnoticeable until one day it's sudden and catastrophic. But there's hope. These 4 exercises can reverse years of damage, but you must start. Let's begin with exercise 1. Soup can calf raises. This is our easy foundation builder. All you need are 2 regular soup cans, about 10 to 15 ounces each, and a sturdy chair for balance. Why do calves matter? They're often the weakest link in sedentary seniors. You need them for walking, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance. They even act as a second heart, helping to pump blood back up from your legs. Here's how to do it. Stand behind your chair and hold on for support. Hold a soup can in each hand, just to add a little weight. Now, slowly rise up onto your toes. Squeeze at the top and hold for 2 seconds. Then lower yourself back down with control. Don't just drop. Aim for 15 to 20 repetitions for 2 sets. Do this every single day. A warning, if this feels impossible, you are in serious trouble. Weak calves mean you can't push off the ground properly. This leads to that shuffling walk you see, which is a major cause of falls. Do this exercise every day until it feels easy. Now for exercise 2, towel-assisted chair squats. This is our moderate strength rebuilder. You'll need a sturdy chair and a bath towel. The ability to sit and stand from a chair is arguably the most important skill for independent living. When you lose this, you lose your independence completely. The quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thighs, are the first to die in a sedentary life. Here's what you do. Stand in front of your chair. Hold the towel with both hands, stretched out in front of you for balance. Begin to lower yourself toward the chair, but don't actually sit down. Just hover right above the seat. Use the tension in the towel to help pull yourself back up to a standing position. Control is key. Aim for 10 to 12 reps for 2 sets. Do this 3 to 4 times a week. Here's a reality check. If you can't do this, you are one bad flu or one minor injury away from being permanently stuck in a chair. Just 3 days of bed rest in a hospital can be enough to ensure you never stand on your own again. This exercise is your insurance policy against that fate. Moving on to exercise 3. Water bottle leg swings. This is a moderate to hard exercise for restoring mobility. You need 2 standard 16-ounce water bottles and a chair for support. Why focus on the hips? Your hips are what move your legs forward when you walk. Weak hips lead to short, shuffling steps, which dramatically increases your fall risk. Hip strength equals stride length. Stride length equals walking speed, and walking speed equals independence. Here's how to do it. Stand beside a chair, holding on with one hand for support. Hold the water bottles at your sides for a little extra weight. Now, swing your right leg forward and backward in a controlled motion. Don't just fling it wildly. Feel the muscle working. Do 12 to 15 swings, then switch to the left leg. Do 2 sets for each leg about 3 times per week. Here's the scary part. A short stride is one of the earliest predictors of nursing home admission. Doctors literally measure your walking speed to predict your lifespan. A slow walker at age 70 has a high mortality risk. This exercise helps you get your stride back. Finally, exercise 4, the single leg chair stand. This is hard. This is your independence test. All you need is a sturdy chair and all of your determination. Why is this the ultimate test? Standing on one leg is the purest measure of functional leg strength and balance. If you can do this, you are functionally independent. If you can't, you are at an extreme risk for falls. Here's the plan. Sit on the edge of your chair. Plant your right foot firmly on the floor. Lift your left foot just slightly off the ground. Now, using only your right leg, push yourself up to a standing position. At first, use your hands on the chair to help as much as you need. Then, slowly and with control, sit back down. Aim for 5 repetitions on the right leg, then 5 on the left. Do this twice a week. This is a progression. For the first 2 weeks, use your hands heavily. That's okay. For weeks 3 and 4, try to use less hand support. By weeks 5 and 6, you should only need minimal support. The goal, by week 8, is to do it with no hands at all. This single exercise is what separates an independent senior from one who needs assistance. If you can't do it now, you will be able to in 8 weeks if you stick with this plan. So let's put it all together into a 4-week rebuilding plan. In weeks 1 and 2, you're building your foundation. Every day you'll do 2 sets of the soup can calf raises and 2 sets of the towel-assisted chair squats. That's it, just 10 minutes a day. In weeks 3 and 4, we build on that. 4 or 5 times a week, you'll do your calf raises and chair squats. And now you'll add 2 sets of the water bottle leg swings. This will take about 15 minutes. In weeks 5 and 6, we advance. 3 or 4 times a week, you'll do all 3 exercises, trying to make them a bit harder, maybe heavier cans or less towel assistance. And now, you'll add the single-legged chair stand using your hands for support. By weeks 7 and 8, you're aiming for independence. 3 times a week, you'll do the full circuit calf raises without holding the chair, chair squats without the towel, strong leg swings, and single leg stands with minimal or no hand support. You are now maintaining your independence. Let's be very clear about what you're fighting for. The ability to use the toilet by yourself. The ability to get out of bed on your own. The ability to walk to your kitchen and make a meal. The ability to leave your house, visit family, and stay in your own home. Without these exercises, the timeline for the average sedentary senior is grim. At 70, you're weak but managing. By 75, you're struggling with stairs. By 80, you can't stand without help. By 82, you're in a nursing home. But with these exercises, the timeline changes completely. At 75, you're strong. At 85, you're still living at home. At 90, you are still mobile. The difference is these 4 exercises done consistently for the rest of your life. The choice is yours. Your legs will decide your future. Weak legs mean a nursing home. Strong legs mean independence. There is no middle ground. Every day you wait, your legs get weaker. Every week you sit, recovery gets harder. You must start today. These aren't just nice-to-have exercises. They are survival exercises. They are the difference between living and just existing, between your home and a nursing home, between independence and dependence. Let's go back to that first question. Can you stand from a chair without using your hands? That's your starting point. Subscribe for more exercises that will save your independence. Share this video with a friend or family member who needs to hear this message. Save this video, your future depends on it. Final warning, your legs are dying. Every hour you sit, they get weaker. These 4 exercises can save them, but only if you start. Right now, your future is in your legs. Don't lose them.